Ah, good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's a nice sunny day out. I did. Well, thank you for your support. First of all, I want to thank you. Congratulations to the Denver Nuggets. And I did my prior video. This is kind of a follow up to the last video of like my interview when I first started running errands for the people in Niagara Falls. And I was just getting acclimated, if that's a good word, to these people for a little bit. And Sam's the boss. And he more or less told me, just see him, don't hang out with anybody. Do your own thing, come and go. Don't talk to his crew, more or less. And don't give them rides anywhere and stuff like that. But about a week or so after that, one of the guys in his crew, we'll call him Rocky, he wants me to take him on. He wants me to drive him around on a Friday night or a Saturday night, and while he goes out to the clubs and parties. But I wasn't that, I wasn't that interested, but money talks, right? So we arranged to pick him up around 9 o'clock, maybe a mile or so from the club, at a little restaurant or something. They used to have like Your Host or stuff, restaurant way back when. So I get him, pick him up, and he says, here's $300. I own you till like 6 o'clock in the morning. I said, well, whatever. And he directs me to go pick up some girl. And he's telling me all along, listen, what we do goes nowhere. Don't tell Sam, don't tell Sam, don't tell Sam, don't tell Sam. I mean, he's going on and on and on. And then he's being aggressive a little bit. And so we get to the girl's house, and they sit in the back. They both sit in the back seat. And they're going back and forth, and he tells me where we're going, to this club on the west side of Buffalo, and I know the place. And she's carrying on, and she's saying, she's talking some smack to me. So I'm taking a little bit of it and everything, and I turn around. I says, why don't you just be quiet? You're nothing but a $2 whore, and everything else. He reaches up and he wrangles the back of my shirt. And I said, I'm sorry to her. I'm sorry. And she starts in again. Who do you think you are? Blah, blah, blah. I got steam and smoke coming from my ears. And I got to keep my mouth shut. And I says, well, you know what? Maybe this ain't a good idea. I'll just drop you back off. Here's the $300. And we'll leave it at that. He says, no, it's all right. It's all right. Relax. He hands me another couple hundred. So now I'm in. Now I'm in lock, stock, and barrel. And we go to this nightclub on the west side, and I more or less says, you know what, Rock? I'm gonna chill out, take a little nap, and you guys do what you do, and I'll wait. No, you come in and everything else, and it's you don't want to be around these guys and alcohol or whatever. You don't want to be around these guys at all. But then you get this, then you get this alcohol mixed in, and just like in regular settings, anywhere else, some people can handle their alcohol, some people can't. So we get in this place, classy place, big nightclub spot, popular spot. And we go over to this area that was more or less reserved for him, set up and everything. And the drinks start going back. Hey, Tom got a drink here. We'll get Tom a drink, all that bullshit like you see in the movies. And they're all buying, trying to show class. Well, you're not going to buy me a drink if I can't buy you a drink. Well, why don't everybody just buy their own drinks? You're all enemies anyways. You're all enemies. So, Rocky, no, I'm sitting there with his girl. Rocky goes to the bathroom to powder his nose probably. And I'm sitting with the girlfriend. We don't like each other. And then another girl, a girlfriend of hers, comes over. Who's this guy? Blah, blah, blah. And she was kind of cordial. Well, it's Rock's friend. He's going to drive us around. I thought she was going to probably insult me or something, but she didn't. So in the meantime, a friend of mine, an old friend of mine that I knew from the west side of Buffalo, comes over, and a good kid. I knew him from school. We're kind of buddies. From the Tadaro family. And he comes over and he's saying some stuff. Hey, Joe, listen, you know who the guy you're with? What's going on? What are you doing with this guy? And everything. And I says, well, I'm driving them around. And he says, well, you know what? It's best you just get the hell away, whatever. He's trying to give me a heads. I can't remember verbatim shit, but more or less he's telling me that Rocky's no good and get the hell away from him. So while he's standing there, here comes Rocky back. Probably powdered his nose a little bit. And he looks at the Tadaro guy. And he looks at him. And he says, hey, what do you want? And then the girl says, oh, they were talking shit about you, Rocky. They were talking shit about you. Blah, 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 blah. So within 1 second, Rocky bum rushes the guy like Dick Buckus and just plows him. The guy flies 10 feet back and lands on his back. And there's a big commotion for 2 seconds, and it's squashed. It's squashed real quick. I mean, there's music. The other section. It's elbow to elbow. People are partying. It's party time, and the kid is with well, see, back then they had there was Tadaro, Magadino descendants, Buffalino descendants or whatever it was, Papalino descendants or whatever era of who was with who and everything else. And we're drinking and everything, and these 3 guys come over that were with the Tadaro kid, my friend, and tell Rocky, you got to go. They don't want, leave it at that. It'd be best if you go. And these were three guys that were serious. And there was a little shouting, Rocky was a little shouting and everything else. And I guess Rocky knew what he was up against, and he says, all right, F this, ba, 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 ba. Let's all go. And we're going to go to this place in like Hamburg, South Buffalo, like the Bayside, some Bayside beach club something, another big party spot down there. And we all get in the car. Me, Rocky, his girlfriend, and her girlfriend, who I'm not trying to even entertain to pick up, because that could just lead to some other conflict where she might have a boyfriend floating around and I'm just not interested. And she's kind of cozying up to me a little bit, but I'm not. No, this is business. I want to just get this over with and get the hell out of there. So we end up at this other big club, maybe midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. My party is the toddy's gone down. They're lit up on the alcohol. I'm sober. I don't drink and drive. And we get over there. Everything's going down. I'm dancing a little, try not to be a complete square. And we go back, we sit down at our table. I look over, I see two of the guys that were at the other that were at the other bar when Rocky had that conflict with those Tadaros. And I says, Rocky, there's them guys over there. Oh, F them, blah, blah, blah. And everything else. And so maybe an hour passed. And he's hollering at me because he says he wants to do a shot with me. And I'm refusing. I got to drive, Rock, blah, blah, blah. And how it's disrespectful to not have a drink when somebody wants to do a drink with you. And he's talking about these MAFIA rules. And I'm the designated driver, bro. I want to relax. So I do the shot. I do the shot. All right, you happy? Okay, just put that fire out. One shot ain't gonna hurt me. So we're going on and on and on. And people are coming up now. Most of these people mixed in with these families are gamblers. So there's guys coming up, and he's saying, "This is Joe. He's helping Sam." Blah, blah, blah. And he's being nice about it. And then they're going on with their side talk. And they're talking about guys that don't pay their gambling debts. And I heard that. Who's no good, who they want to smash, who they're going to get because these guys don't pay their gambling debts. So most of the conversations he's having with his friends and or associates are grounded in degenerate gamblers that can't pay their debts, and then how they got beat on a game, a heartbreak beat, a bad beat on a game. And that's more or less his conversations with whoever happenstance into his area. It's like a broken record. So we go on, and everything's going on uneventfully, and I'm dancing on the dance floor, Now the bars are open to 4 o'clock in the morning. The bars are open to 4. And I'm dancing on the dance floor, and it's jam packed. And there's it's a beach club, and people could hang out on the beach and everything. So I'm dancing, and one of those two guys, Tadaro people that want to bust Mike or bust Rocky up, grabs me and starts walking. I said, all right, bro, all right, relax. He goes, we're going outside. So we get out there, and now you got to remember that these families and these people from different families, Buffalo, Syracuse, Niagara Falls, they more or less know who the characters are in other families and everything else, and they know the characters. So we get out there. Who are you? He's holler. Who are you? And he's asking me all this stuff. Where'd you come from? Who are you? Ba ba ba. What are you doing with that creep? What are you doing with that a-hole Rocky? Ba ba ba. I says, I'm driving him around. He gave me some money. I'm driving him around bar hopping. He says, whatever, bad idea. And he says, well, how did you meet him? How'd you meet Rock? I says, well, I'm helping Sam out in Niagara Falls. Blah, blah, blah. And he stopped. And I said, but Sam told me he really don't want me driving any of those guys around, just to run a couple of errands for Sam, blah, 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 and everything else. And he says, oh, listen, I apologize, blah, blah, blah. I apologize. And he that appeased him and everything. And he says, you know who that Rocky is and everything. I said, well, I only seen him, very limited. I just started helping Sam out, and just trying to make a couple extra dollars. He said, you go find a job somewhere else if you're smart. And I says, I know, I tell him, oh, I know the Tadaro kid from school, and I know his friend. I was good friends with them in school, Caserta. And he went, oh, so that leveled things out a little bit. And so we go back in, and I says, I don't want any trouble. Please don't start anything with Rocky. And he says, so we go back over there. They're hooting and hollering. Rocky, his girlfriend, and the other girl, they're hooting and hollering. And he says, hey, listen, Rock, you find another ride home or everything? Joey's going home for the night. So Rocky looks over at him, and he's like, well, what do you mean? He says, yeah, no. He says, it'd be bad for Sam to find out what's going on. We don't want to let this get back to Sam, because Sam's going to be pissed off at you, Rock, for bringing Joe into this. And then he's going to be pissed off at Joe because he told Joe this is off limits. So he says, get the hell out of here, Joe, we'll get a ride and everything else. And get out of there. I'm like, thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. So I get out of there. And about 3-4 days later, I got to go. I'm in the office again. Fast forward, I'm in the office, and I got to go back up there. And see Sam. And this Rocky knew I was coming, so he's waiting in the parking lot, and he's going, "Oh, you try to make me look stupid with them guys from Buffalo and everything else." I said, "Listen, bro, I want no trouble. I don't want any trouble. I'm doing this." I said, "Listen, this is what's gonna happen, because I'm a little nuts." I said, "This is what's gonna happen, okay? I'm going to go in there. I'm going to tell Sam everything that happened. Yes, he's going to holler and scream at me. But who knows what he's going to do with you, bro? Who knows?" So I'd rather deal with Sam being pissed off at me for getting involved with you after hours, running around in bars, when you're getting in trouble with other freaking families, and then you could deal with him. And now he chills out. I said, lo and behold, by the time I get in there for 5 minutes, Sam's already going to know what happened. He's already going to know what happened, and he's going to interrogate me. He's going to interrogate me. And guess what? I'm going to tell him everything anyways. So do what you want to do, bro. That's a wrap. I'm not being submissive anymore. I'm not, whatever. Because you got to pick your battles, and then what's the most damage control. So I'd rather be dealing with the boss. So I'll get in there, and Sam's talking. We go eat. We always have a little lunch or something, and we go eat. Now, Sam would start off with small talk, but I know what he's getting at. I know where he's going. He start talking about small talk, especially is that, what have you done? Have you gone out? Have you done this? I know where he's going during the interrogation. So I got to be a stand-up guy and show respect to him. So I'm going to spill the beans on Rocky and his party night escapades and causing friction between mob families. So he says, so he's talking, I know where he's going. So I'm smart, and I says, "Listen, Sam, I got to tell you what happened last week." I know he already knows, so this is going to serve me well. I want to tell you, "What, Joe? What?" I know he already knows the story, because he must have got 13 phone calls from these other associates and people like that. So, but he wants to hear my version, because I'm on the spot rubbing elbows with Rocky. So I tell him everything. The whole situation. And Sam says, "Yeah, I got a couple phone calls and everything else." And I says, "Not for nothing, Sam, but the guy's a hothead. I'm not trying to tell you who you're supposed to have in your crew or whatever, or whoever." And everything. No, Joe, it's all right. I'll take care of it and everything else. So I go up there a couple more times within a week or so. Rocky's there. Don't say boo. I'm talking with some of the other crew guys and everything, and they're really not speaking about the bar night. And then lo and behold, Rocky wasn't around anymore, and I didn't ask any questions. His girlfriend and they would come to Sam's club on a weekend, and they would drink at the bar. And I had a couple friendly words, how you been, everything else, and small talk like that. But, I never asked them, have they seen Rocky, or they never asked me if I saw Rocky. But it was just left in the air. But, and that's why in my past videos, It was things like that where I didn't want to be driving these guys. I didn't want them in my car, number one. Number two, I don't want them in my car bar hopping, getting drunk and getting into trouble like that, because I could just be an innocent victim and guilty by association. And if they start blasting, I'm just might be caught in the crossfire. So that's why Sam told me from the jump, don't have nobody in your car. Don't hang out with anybody. And within a couple weeks, there's a prime example of that. So, but I hung out with a couple other guys at OT gambling and everything, and that was more or less okay. There's a couple stories during my last. Go back and check out my video list. There's stuff in there, but that's why, you know, I was still running errands, and then I always made sure I had my hand out, because I understand what's at play, and if I'm going to be running around, I'm getting compensated. To be around psychos that could snap on the drop of a hat and put you in a situation, and it's not even worth the money, however much you get paid. At the end of the day, it's not worth that stress and ulcer and paranoia. And I'm well educated, and it's like, why don't I just go get a nice job? I got a good resume. Why don't I just be a regular person? But human nature, I don't know, or my nature, I want that quick, fast money. And fast money's lost money. It's cursed money. It's cursed. It's just bad. So I try to remember things the best I can 30 years ago, but this story happened right after a short period after I started running errands for that family, with Sam being the boss, and it was a good lesson to keep me on guard and be more critical of not just jumping to something just for a 50 or 100. You know, sometimes I did refuse a guy saying, come on, no. I says, no, I got to go. And I would use Sam as an excuse. And they know that Sam don't want me hanging with them and riding with them. So that was a good thing. No, I got to do this errand for Sam. And they can never go back to Sam and say, oh, was Joe supposed to help you? Because Sam would see and say, well, what do you mean? Why are you asking? Joe ain't hanging with you. So I had that little chess game in my favor. So, hey, my subscribers are going up. I appreciate you folks coming in there, coming here. You're riding with me. Little crazy stories, you know. And we'll see if we can get to 500 subscribers by Christmas. I don't know. My ticker's back on. I'm not blocked. They let me start my channel back up. So I'm not going to talk politics anymore, because it's no good. We're just going to do some other things. I got another story about Big Gene DeFrancisca, and I promise I'll do that this week. So I appreciate you folks coming in here. Crazy stuff. Some things trigger my memory, and then, you know, but I can get the gist of some of the dialogue and everything. You know how we roll over here. I don't have to explain it. So if you like me, you like me. All right. So that's it. I appreciate you folks supporting me, and the newcomers coming in here. Check out the other videos, and then you'll see that'll set the table for, you'll see, maybe it'll connect to some of the newer videos. You'll know historical stuff about these videos. So it could all connect together or unconnect, or so I appreciate that, folks. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, hit the like button, comment, share. do 2 backflips and all that stuff. And remember, if you can help somebody out, if somebody needs help and you have the resources to help somebody, help them out. That's real money. That's real money. All right. So it's not partly cloudy. It's partly sunny. You know how I sign off. So stay strong and don't give up if you're going through stress. Stay strong, and I'll get back to you. We'll rock and roll. Ride with me. I'll ride with you, and let's just keep the train going. All right, folks. Thanks for helping me out. I wish you all a good day. God bless.